Okay, guys, let's talk about the new product development. In the last week, uh, we started we started we started to studying the 4 P's as the first P. We were discussing the product. Okay, the main topic we discussed in the last week was the classification of the product and the difference between the product and services and stuff like that. All right. As a related topic to the product, okay, we are going to study the things about the new product. Okay, so the first topic we're going to study is how to develop the new product. Okay, and once the product enter or introduced to the market, okay, it follows the life cycle. That is what we call the product life cycle, PLC. Okay, so we are also going to study a product life cycle in this chapter. Okay, so more formally in this chapter, you're gonna learn how companies find and develop the new product idea. Okay, and we're gonna understand the steps in the new product new product development process. Okay, and we're gonna move over to the product life cycle. Okay, and we're gonna study what type of marketing strategy is necessary in each stage of new product life cycle. Okay. Okay, what is the new product then? What is the new product development? The new product development is development of the original product or product improvement, product modification, and new brand development of new brand through the firm's own R&D efforts. That is the new product development. Okay. In fact, say the definition of the new product is not quite precise. Okay, so as we actually talk about this in the previous class, that as long as the customer perceive the product as a new, okay, we consider that as a new product. Okay, it doesn't need to be completely new. Okay, it's just like a small modification of the product that can be also perceived as a new product. So new product can be obtained by the acquisition or development. Even if like you don't develop the new product by yourself, okay, you can just like acquire the new product by buying a company who has the new product. Okay, that is another way to have the new product in your line. Right? Like I said, new product suffers a high failure rate. Okay, there is several reasons for that. Right? First of all, maybe the marketer overestimate the market size. In other words, there is like not enough demand for your product, but they thought like there was enough demand. Okay, or like a poor design or incorrect positioning. Okay, wrong timing. We enter the market too early or too late. Okay, or the price is too high. Right? Maybe and also you fail in the market because you do not have the effective the promotion, okay, or like the management influence, or like a high development cost, okay, or competition. There's a lots of reason for the new product failures, right? So to decrease the possibility, okay, for the new product failures, let's study, okay, this uh, the formal step for developing the new product. Okay, the new product development starts from generating idea. Okay, the generate idea. You can generate the idea through the say brainstorming among your marketing people, or like the new product can be developed by your in the R&D department, or you can use the external idea source. The idea can comes from the customers, or like you can benchmark or copy your competitor's product, okay, or like a distributor or suppliers, they all can give you some idea about the new product idea, okay. But you cannot actually move these all the new ideas to the next stage, because you gonna need a lot more money to proceed in the later stage of the new product development. So after you get like some idea for the new product, you need to screen out, okay, those the unsuccessful ideas, okay. If you want to have like one single criteria for the idea screening, I have to say that the feasibility, okay, whether this product or like or idea can be feasible in the market. Does it worth to pursue to the next stage? You need to decide that, okay. Um, mostly, okay, the mostly over the 90% of the new product idea is going to be screened out in this stage, right? The next stage is, I have to say that this stage is the most important stage in the new product development process, right? Which is the concept development and testing, right? What is the concept? The concept is like a verbal description which explains the benefit of your product. Okay, so the concept development creates the detailed version of the idea started in the meaningful consumer term, which means that you need to explain things about your product so that your customer can understand, right? So you need to eliminate all the technical jargon for the description of your product, okay? Let me give you an example. Say for example, I already showed you the presenter, right? Yes. How can you explain this machine, this equipment to the people who never use this equipment? This presenter, okay, we can use it when you do the presentation, right? Why don't you try how to explain this one? Can you try? You might want to say that you might explain these machines like what? That this is the, I would say so. I would say this way. It is handheld device which enables presenter to operate their presentation or PowerPoint away from the computer or podium. That is very short, okay, verbal description about this product, okay. And after you have like this kind of concept, right, you have to test this concept to the possible future consumers or customers. So you write the concept of this product like I did, okay, and just like present it to the customers and whether they're gonna buy this product or not. That is the concept testing. Making the explanation or description about the new product idea, that is concept development, and asking that concept to the customer is called concept testing. Let's do that one more time. Hey, this is, okay, oh, right, this is like a cool 잠금 화면, right? A cool lock screen. It is about like my alma mater football team. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, this is iPhone, right? Right. So how to explain this iPhone to the people who never use this iPhone? Can you try to develop the concept for the iPhone? Just like just like I did for the presenters. Can you explain explain this new product to the customers? Like I did? Can you try? Why don't you just think about that? Just like a little bit, about 10 seconds. iPhone. Okay. They don't know that what is smartphone. Okay. So then you need to explain this new product to the customers who never used smartphone before. So how can you explain that? Just think about it. Hold on. Okay, so I just want to show you the how the inventor of this the iPhone is going to explain their product. Okay, let's hear how the Steve Jobs can explain new product to the customer.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that
I'm sorry. I know the sound is a little bit low, but this is the maximum volume.
Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984, we introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the whole computer industry. In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. And it didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things. A widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. No. Actually, here it is, but we're going to leave it there for now. So, before we get into it, let me talk about a category of things. The most advanced phones are called smartphones, so they say. And they typically combine a phone plus some email capability, plus they say it's the internet, sort of the baby internet, into one device, and they all have these plastic little keyboards on them. And the problem is that they're not so smart, and they're not so easy to use. So if you kind of make a Business School 101 graph of the smart axis and the easy to use axis, regular cell phones are kind of right there. They're not so smart, and they're not so easy to use. But smartphones are definitely a little smarter, but they actually are harder to
what you learn
use.
from the business.
They're really complicated. Just for the basic stuff, people have a hard time figuring out how to do.
This is like a marketing 101, right?
Well, we don't want to do either one of these.
You have to know about
what
this
we want to
position.
do is make a leapfrog product that is way smarter than any mobile device has ever been and super easy to use. This is what iPhone is. Okay? So, we're going to reinvent the phone. Now, we're going to start
of the iPhone and that's intended. Okay, let me stop over here. Just a little. Hold on. This video you can easily find out the video. This video of the name like iPhone launching, iPhone introduction. I even have a typo over here. I still can find this video. I strongly recommend you to watch this video because this one, maybe this is a little bit too old, the video. However, whenever I see the Steve Jobs presenting his new product, okay, my heart is still racing. He's a very good presenter. Okay, you can learn from lots of things about like how you deliver, okay, how you deliver the idea of your product to the customers. Okay, this is the launching of the iPhone. Okay, he made like a couple of the the speech. Okay, introduction for the other product like a Macintosh computer is all the 80s, right? Or like a iPod, like an iPod Nano. Okay, those videos are very good. Okay, I want you to watch those videos. Okay, and how he just like focus on you can just like learn how effectively, okay, he delivers the idea to the people who doesn't know much about the new product. His explanation is so easy that anybody can understand, right? I always want to be a presenter like him, but I don't know. All right, so I want you to, although I stop it over here, okay, I want you to watch this video, okay, in your own free time, right? Right, hold on, go back to that. All right, so that is the example of the concept development, okay? And then concept, like I said, the concept testing is you need to present the concept to the customers, and they ask if like they're gonna buy this product or not. Or sometimes, okay, you can even ask like how much they are willing to pay for the product, okay? So that we can get like how they value this new product, okay? Or like maybe we can by asking like how much were you willing to pay, okay? So what is the maximum dollar value for you to pay for this product? Then so called we can get some like price information, right? All right, and if that idea actually the past was the concept development and concept testing, now we are ready to make like a marketing strategy, okay? Then we have to decide who's gonna be our target market and what's gonna be our, say, positioning for the product and what's gonna be sales goal or share or so on and so forth, okay? You need to make like some like acceptable long-run sales goal and profit goals, okay? That is what you have to do in the stage 4. And after that, okay, then you need to move on to the business analysis. Business analysis is like you need to project, okay, your sales or cost or like a profit. right? For example, say maybe after 3 years we can actually go over, okay, we can reach to the say break-even point, okay. After 3 years, maybe that we can make like a profit, okay. So at 3 years is called like a turnaround period for the investment, okay. This business analysis is very important, especially when you need to fund your development cost, okay. So maybe you need to make a presentation in front of like a various so many possible investors for your product to fund your product, okay. Those investors only wants to know that whether their investment can make profit, or like how long they have to wait till their investments turns to make like a positive profit. Okay, if you do not give a idea like that to the investment, okay, you cannot actually raise the fund for your product. Okay, lots of the business students think like a marketing is just like showing off the fresh idea. No, it is not. Okay, like I said, okay, your idea got to be feasible. Okay, your idea got to be profitable. The name of the game is you need to explain the feasibility of your new product. You need to convince the investor that their investment is not in vain. Okay, they can actually make profit later on. You have to convince them. Okay, that can be done in the stage 5 business analysis. Okay, if you cannot make like a positive projection, okay, which means that your idea does not make money, then you have to stop it until you waste your money, right? After your idea passes the stage 5, the business analysis, then you start to make the product. See, just to think about it. This is like a stage 6. See, you have to do lots of things, okay, before you even think about making your prototype or testing, right? If after you okay for the all other proceeding step, okay, then you are ready to make your product, okay. After you make like the prototype, okay, then you do the test marketing. Test marketing is like you test the feasibility of the product in the real market, right? But with the customers. Okay, the first one is the standard. There are 3 types of test marketing. The first one is a standard test marketing. The standard test marketing is actually you use actual the marketing mix. Okay, the actual distributor or actual retailer or so on and so forth. Okay, the problem of the standard test marketing is, for example, okay, what if like your retailer does not want to agree on your the test marketing idea? Okay, by agreeing upon this test marketing, okay, they have to give you the shelf space for your test product. That is your retailer might not want to do that because they can use their shelf space for the good product, okay, the proven product to the customers. But by agreeing upon the test marketing idea, they have to give you, the retailer needs to give you their shelf space for the unproven product. Why do you think like a retailer do that, right? Also, why do we call this one as a test marketing? You want to adjust, okay, the price for the product a little bit to find out the optimal price, okay. For example, for the same product, you just like try to sell the same product in the market A at $3, in the market B, say $4. You just like tweak the price a little bit to find out the best price for you, all right? Then why do you think like your retailer would do that, right? The retailer has sole right to decide their the retail price, okay? So doing the standard test market is actually very difficult. Okay. to meet the purpose of the test marketing, so at least the people do the control test market. For example, like you can buy the shelf space from the retailers. So you just like pay for them, right? Hey, I'm gonna pay you, so why don't you give me the 1 meter of the shelf space for me, okay? And for that product, for that shelf, okay, let me have like a sole right to choose the say feature presentation or like some the promotional material, or like I can put some coupon in there, or like I can decide the final price, consumer price or retail price for the new products I'm trying to test. You make like some agreement like that with your distributor or retailers. Then maybe for 1 week, a week, you just like set up the price as $3. Next week, maybe increase your price for the $4. You can freely do that in the controlled test market setting. Okay. But still, in the standard test marketing or control test marketing, a downside of these two test marketing is you have to expose your product not just to your consumers, but also you need to expose your product to your competitors. Competitor will know that you are testing your new product in the market. What is the problem of it? If your competitors knows about your test marketing, what is the problem? What is the downsides of the standard test marketing or control test marketing? Some of you think like where your competitor will quickly copy your product, but copying the product is not that easy. Okay, it cannot be done so quickly like that. Hey, you wanna launch your product in the next month. So even if like your competitor knows your new product in 1 month early, do you think like they can make like some say like a B2 product or like a similar product in a month? No, it's not gonna be easy that way. But what you really need to worry about is like that if your competitor knows about your test marketing, they're gonna give some noise in the test marketing. What is the competition after all? The competition is stop your competitors. Okay, you stop your competitor from getting what they want. Right? In the test marketing, what is the something you want to get? Okay, you want to get the information from this test marketing. Okay, then if you are competitors, you have to stop your competitors. Okay, if you are a company, all right, and you know that your competitors are doing the test marketing, okay, you do not want your competitor get the good information from the test marketing. Then what can you do? You can give some noise in the test marketing. For example, just like you just like buy out all the product in the shelf by yourself. Okay, by doing so, for example, they were comparing the sales between say $4 and $5. Okay, you just like buy out all the product at $5. Then your competitor might think like a $5 is the best price or like an okay price. While the $4 in fact is like a real optimal price. You can give like this kind of noise to the competitors. The standard test marketing or control test marketing is kind of vulnerable from the competitors' action. That is why the marketer think about like conducting simulated test marketing. Simulated test marketing is some kind of experiment. Okay, you can just like establish like real retail store kind of setting in the lab, right? You make like your lab as if like it is real convenience store or like a supermarket, okay? And you hire your customers as a subjective, right? So you give them a money and they just like let them choose like hey, your goal is like you have to buy or you have to choose one razor, okay, and the razor you select is gonna be yours, okay. We can just like give whatever you selected in the stores. We just like let them say that to them, okay. When the customer enter the lab, okay, going around like a shop, and they just see the two competing brand. One razor by Chic, and the other one is like a new product from the Gillette. Okay, so we just wanted to see if like how many people, okay, select the new product, new razor by Gillette. That is how is the simulated test marketing going. Now, after simulated test marketing, okay, we can also ask some questions to that customers, right? Say, why did you choose the Gillette instead of the Chic? Okay, do you think like the price is too high? Ask like questions, something like this, right? That is how we do the test marketing. Okay. All right, and after that we do the commercialization. Okay, after we have like a positive result from the test marketing, we can go on the national launching. When you do the commercialization, okay, the important decision-making point is the timing. Okay, you need to see if like the timing is the best for your product. If the product life cycle, which we're gonna study, which we're gonna discuss from the next slide, if the PLC product life cycle is very short, okay, the entry timing or launching timing is very critical for the success of your marketing. What is the example of the product whose product life cycle is very short? Just think about movie or like a music, right? The movie, their product life cycle from the entrance to the market, or like a decline from the market or disappear from the market, their product life cycle, their entire life of the movie in the movie theater was about like at most 12 weeks, 3 months or 4 months, 3 months. That is the average life cycle of the product. What if like I enter the market, okay, I launch the new movie, okay, and the next week the Avengers series was like on the movie theater, then it will will affect the sales of your own movie a lot, okay. But just think about this case. Okay, maybe it is unavoidable situation, but you enter the market. I mean, you launch the new movie in the movie theater, okay, and the next week the Corona stuff started. Nobody goes to the movie theater. Then what can you do, right? You just like go with like a video or like a Netflix. That is the problem of the say time to hunt or something. Okay, the movie just wanted to go to the Netflix, but there was a discrepancy between like I don't know about movie distributor or like a Netflix. I don't know what is going on with that, but yeah, the movie kind of stuff. Okay, for the product like a movie, it is very sensitive to the launching timing. All right. So you have to choose this launching timing very carefully, right? So speaking of those, the PLC, all right? The PLC is like when the product enter the market, okay, it follows the unique shape of the unique shape of the circle like this, okay, cycle like this, right? So from the pre-introduction stage, which is also called like a product development stage, to the decline stage. Most of the product follows this kind of like cycle, although the specific shape of the cycle is a little bit different. Okay, so we have like a two cycle in the product life cycle. One is called the revenue or like sales curve. The other one is called profit curve. There is the distinction between these the two cycle. Okay. Right. Since we have like the product development stage or pre-introduction stage, okay, the sales curve, we do not have the the sales curve in the product development cost, product development stage. Okay, in the product development stage, we do not have product in the market. We have the product in the market only after this launching timing. This is launching timing, right? After we launch the actual product in the market, then the sales curve starts. Okay, however, we do have profit curve even before this launching timing. Why? We do have negative profit in the product development stage. You need to invest lots of money to develop this product without any sales. Okay, so your profit is gonna be obviously negative, right? So at the launching timing, okay, profit curve is actually negative, like this, right? And the another distinction is the peak of the profit curve, okay, always comes earlier than the peak of sales curve. Okay, peak of the profit curve always proceeds to the peak of the sales curve, which means what? Especially the area like this, okay, this area is like while the sales is still increasing, but profits start to decrease, right? Why do we have the period like this? Which means that in the maturity stage, we have like a lot of the competitors. So you need some investment to compete with competitors. That is why the sales might be still increasing, however, profit can decrease because they high or increase the cost. All right? That is the two distinction. Okay. First distinction is at the launching timing, sales is zero, but the profit is negative. Or similarly, the profit curve, you do have negative profit curve in the product development stage. Okay, the second distinction is the peak of the profit curve proceeds to the peak of sales curve. Right? Okay, here's a question. Okay, this timing, this point, what do you call this point? Some of you might say that this point is break-even point, but it is not. It is not the break-even point. What is the break-even point? The break-even point is the sum of your investment, the sum of your cost is become equal as sum of your say revenue or like a profit. So when the sum of your profit finally cover up all the costs. So in other words, what is the total? Okay, right? The accumulated cost. This space is the total accumulated cost. Okay, if you want to cover up, right, all the accumulated cost, your profit got to be about over here, right? So that the space over here become equal as space over here. That point is something like over here. That's gonna be your break-even point. This point is merely the point where you start to have positive profit. That's it. Okay, to reach to the break-even point, okay, you have to make profit up to about this point so that the space over here equal to the space over here too. You understand? All right. So this is not the break-even point. That is like something that people got confused with, right? All right. So let's talk about the peers in detail. All right. We have like a different stage in here, but not all the products follow the same shape of the cycle. The fad is quickly goes up and quickly declines. Okay. For the fad is like say quick fashion. Style. This style is like a come and go, right? To say old-fashioned style. Okay, it's popular in the 30s. Or like and it looks like it disappear and come around like 60s again. That is style. Okay, and fashion is like that, right? But these three things has like their unique style for their own. But in the most of the computer packaged goods, okay, they follow the shape like this. Come on, like this, okay. The product life cycle concept can be applied to the product class, okay, like a class in general, like a soft drink. Also, it can be applied to the product form, like a diet cola, or it can specifically apply to the brand, like a diet Dr. Pepper or something like that. Okay, the even category or product form, the brand, all of them can have their own product life cycle, right? This PLC is very conceptual stuff. It's like consumers, like consumer innovativeness cycle, like a bell shape, the early, the innovator or early adopter graph, okay, or like the PCZ matrix. Those are all the conceptual diagram, right? So you cannot use the product life cycle to predict some specific timing, right? It is not quite like a precise tool to make like a future prediction at all right? You cannot, okay, you cannot forecast the sales based on this the product life cycle. Just like a thing, is the PLC is like a very crude or rough, the conceptual tool, okay, to give like an insight to the market. That's it. All right. So let's discuss the each stage, what is going on in each stage. Product life cycle, obviously, all right, it begins with the company developed a new product idea, okay. Sales got to be a zero, right, because you do not have any product in there. You need to put like a lot of R&D cost in this stage, okay. So you have lots of cost and no sales. Obviously, you have negative profit, okay. When you introduce your product to the market, then introduction stage starts, okay. In the introduction stage, your product is not so popular to the people, okay. Not too many people actually knows about your product, so you have low sales, okay. And it has like, you need, okay, very high cost to attract your new customers for your new product, okay. And then you still, okay, have negative profit, okay. Usually you target the innovators who look for the new product, newest product in the market. Those are innovators, right? Since like the product is so new, right? And nobody knows about knows the future, okay, of your product. So not too many people actually enter the market. So you do not have a high competition at all. Maybe you can enjoy some monopolistic status in the market, right? In this stage, you tend to offer just like a single product, a basic product, okay. Price. We're gonna talk about this one later in the price chapter, but you can use cost plus pricing, value-added pricing. Actually, you can do both, right? Distribution, okay, since like not many people actually purchase your product, okay, you can start from selective distribution, okay. You can only choose the dealer for your product, okay. The advertising, not many people knows about you, okay. So your goal of the advertising is increase awareness for your product, okay. Sales promotion, you need to make the people to try your new product, okay. So high expenditure to create the trial for your product. You can give out the sampling, right? And that is the trial, right? In the growth stage, the sales quickly, rapidly rise, right? Since like you start to have many customers, cost per customer will decrease, okay. Your profits start to rise, okay, and you target early adopters in the growth stage. When your sales grow, okay, which gives positive signal to your competitors, it looks like hey, it works in the market. then your competitors start to enter the market. So you have growing competitors, competitions. Okay, and this the growth stage. Okay, you start to offer product extension. Okay, in the introduction stage, you offer the single product. Now you start to offer a different version for your product. Okay, say iPod. If you offer just like a single iPod in the growth stage, maybe you can offer the iPod which has the bigger memory, right? Or like a different color, or maybe you can make like a new product, new version like iPod Nano, iPod Shuffle, like that, right? And price, you want to increase the more number of people. You want to increase number of customers, okay? So you might want to decrease your price a little bit so that many people or many people can buy your product at lower price, okay? Since you are targeting the lots of customers, okay, you try to expand your distribution by adapting intensive distribution so that everybody there with your product, okay? And in the advertising, maybe still you want to increase your awareness, okay, in awareness and the interest in the mass market, all right, so that many people, okay, can purchase your product. The sales promotion, the expenditure, okay, decrease a little bit, okay, because like you have many customers, so the cost per customer decrease, right? All right, in the next stage is like a maturity stage. Usually in the maturity stage, okay, sales reach to the peak, okay, and you do have even lower cost per customers, okay, and you can have like a high profit. Now you target the middle majorities, okay. In the maturity stage, after especially late maturity stage, okay, the weak company start to leave the market, so the competition begins to decline. Okay, only survivor stays in the market. All right. In this stage, product, we diversify the brand and model even more. Okay, and price is set to match or beat the competition. Competition is the key in this stage. In the distribution, build even more intensive distributions, like everybody, okay, sells your product. Now, in terms of advertising, like I said, the competition is the comparative intensity is very high in this stage. Okay, you want to stress, okay, the brand difference and the benefits. You need to explain why your product is better than your competitors. Likewise, in the sales promotion, you want to increase sales promotion to encourage the brand switching. You just want to steal your competitors' customers. Okay. Last stage is like a decline stage. Everything declines. The declining sales, the low cost per customers, a declining profit. Now the laggards are targeted. Declining is the competition is also declining, right? In this stage, right, you phase out the weak item. Okay, you only keep the strong product in the market. You phase out the weak items, right? And the price, you cut the price because your popularity of the product is actually declined a lot. So you cannot ask for the high price. And the distribution, you want to go back to the selective distributions, okay? Once your product is popular, okay, in the maturity stage or growth stage, you expand your distribution network. But when your product is declining, they only say the $1 shop or like a Daiso kind of store can sell your product. So you go back to the selective distributions, okay? And the advertising, they reduce to the level that needed to retain hardcore loyal customers. You only just want to keep like a hardcore loyal customer. You keep the advertising at the minimum level as long as well as like a sales promotion. You just like keep the sales promotion at the minimum level so that you keep like a hardcore loyal customers. Okay, that is what you do in the declining stage. Before we wrap up the PLC, what is the goal of the what is the goal of the marketer in terms of PLC? Okay, the goal of marketer is like you just want to keep your product in the maturity stage like this. Okay, you have to stop your product entering this declining stage. Okay, if you want to continue, if you can keep your product in the maturity stage, okay, then it's going to be very successful, right? But how can you stop your product from falling into the declining stage? That is the issue. Okay, that is the challenge to the marketers. Sometimes, right, the single product like a Coca-Cola can stay in the maturity stage. By the way, the most of product are in the maturity stage. Okay, I don't know what is what product is like an introduction stage. I don't know. Really new product. Okay, this iPhone is not in the introduction stage anymore, right? Like maybe Tesla, that might be in the introduction stage, right? Even in the Korea, right? Especially in the Korea, right? Anyway, all right. So one way to keep your product in the maturity stage is that you need to launch, the next version of product when your old version of the product is going to enter the declining stage, right? So when your product is reaching to the growth stage, you already need to think about launching the next version of the new product like this. Okay, then you just like old product hand over to the market to the new product, new version of product can continue to do something like this. Sorry, this power was almost off. Okay, before the second version of products going into the declining stage, right? And then the second version hand over the market to the third version of product like this. By doing this, you can keep your product, in the maturity level, maturity stage, not in the declining stage. That is what we do that is why we are doing this, like doing all the new model change or like new version introductions. It's like we have iPhone 4, iPhone 6, iPhone X. They keep introducing the new version so that they can keep their product as an iPhone in the maturity stage. That is what we do. What we can do. Let me give you a very interesting example. Right. So you have to make like a advanced plan to do to do this. Right. Hey, I'm gonna show you. All right. This is the iPad. All right. I'm using this since like 12, 13, right? It's a very long time, right? iPad, right? But I got some problem. Because something is stuck into here. This one, old version, has the earphone hole like this. Okay, but something stuck in this hole, so I cannot use the earphone, into this hole. Okay, hey, I'm watching some movie or like a TV show with the iPad. That is my major the uses of this iPad. So if I cannot use the earphone, then maybe I have to throw this out. All right. So I goes to the repair shop, and they said that it costs a lot to pull out something which got stuck in this hole. Okay, they almost like charge more than like 100,000 won to pull out the things from this hole. Okay, so I wanted to that at the time, so I don't know what to do. Okay, so I just wanted to. I had done some idea. Okay, but I was not quite like optimistic about that idea because like they still have like a hole over here. Yeah, this hole. This right or left always confuses me. All right, this one, lightning connector hole, right? If you want to charge this iPad, we use this hole, right? But you know that if you are using the iPhone, since like from like iPhone 7, I think, okay, this hole is from this iPhone 7, this the Apple eliminate those the traditional earphone hole, right? So if you want to listen to the music, okay, they have to use the earphone which fits to the this lightning connector like this. That is the say earphone, right? The iPhone earphone, right? So I just wanted to try that. Okay, the new earphone and try to just like connect to the lightning connector like this. Okay, but I just wanted to know that whether I can hear the sound from this hall. But I was not quite optimistic because just think about this. It was year 2013 when I purchased this product. Okay, at that time there was no earphone like this. Okay, hey, at that time, year 2013, every iPhone or every product has like their own hole for this earphone. This hole is for the earphone, not this connector. So why Apple needs to connect any sound to this lightning connector? That is what I thought. Okay, there was no earphone like that. So what's the use connecting the sound to this hole? That is what I thought. But when I connect this earphone to my old iPad like this, okay, yes, I can hear the sound. Right? I can hear the sound by using this lightning connector hole, right? Which means what? Okay, even in the year 2013, the Apple was thinking about eliminating the earphone hole, and they were actually preparing the connection between the sound and this lightning hole for the customers. Okay, so this is the advanced planning. So a couple of years later, from this year 2013, yes, they did eliminate those earphone hole. I don't know why Apple actually did that, but it was their plan, right? And that plan was actually in effect, it's like effective, even before they eliminated the earphone hole. That's what I'm trying to say. It's something like this, okay? That if you want to keep your product in the maturity stage, okay, it requires advanced planning. Okay, sometimes people would not recognize that advanced planning, but that is what marketing does. That is what marketer does. Okay, all right. I think this is it for the chapter 9. Okay, I hope everybody has the good midterm, although we do not have the midterm. I don't know. I think like I made some mistake in making this video. Okay, so this video can be too far. Right? Let me double check. I hope that I didn't screw up everything.